children, how are you doing? I hope you all are fine. So let's start the new chapter, Major Landforms. Let's get started, bachcho. Identify the following trees which grow in different landforms on the earth. You can take help from the words given on the box. Our planet is made up of both land and water. The land surface accounts for around 29% of the total area, while water bodies account for approximately 71%. The large land masses are referred to as continents and the large water bodies are referred to as oceans. The surface of the earth is not uniform and varies from place to place. It is flat in some parts and raised in some others. The variations in the earth's surface are called its relief features or landforms. Mountains, plateaus, plains, deserts and river valleys are examples of some of the major landforms of the earth. तो ये जो आपको कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स दिए गए हैं लैंडफॉर्म्स के, प्लीज़ उन्हें अंडरलाइन कर लीजिए. Mountains. Mountains cover approximately 20% of the total surface area of the earth. A mountain is a high land mass with a sharp sloping surface and it is higher than the surrounding areas which rise more than 900 meters above the sea level. Mountains vary in shape and height due to their age. Some have high conical or rounded peaks, while others are modest in height and have rounded tops. The Himalayas are comparatively young mountains with sharp peaks. The Appalachian in America and Aravallis, India, are very old. Hence, they are low and have rounded peaks. When several mountains join together, they form a chain or a range. तभी तो बोलते हैं ना Himalayan ranges, है ना? Two such examples are the Andes in South America and Rockies in North America. Knowledge booster. There are huge mountains found underwater. The most famous undersea mountain is the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, while the highest ocean mountain is Mount Verma, Vema in the South Atlantic Ocean. Mountains often have a series of parallel ranges that may extend for hundreds of kilometers. The Himalayas consist of three parallel ranges: the Himadri, Great Himalayas, Himachal, Lesser Himalayas, and Shivaliks, Outer Himalayas. Mountain regions are usually thinly populated. बहुत कम जनसंख्या होती है यहाँ पर. This is due to unfavorable conditions there, such as harsh weather, transportation challenges, and the difficulty of building roads and dwellings on the rocky and hard surfaces. क्योंकि वहाँ पे आवागमन के साधन नहीं हैं, वहाँ पर वेदर बहुत हार्श होता है जो कि सब नहीं झेल पाते हैं उसे, तो यहाँ पर जनसंख्या बहुत कम होती है. Furthermore, a thin soil cover is not suited for large scale cultivation. Even so, mountains are immensely useful to us. Importance of mountains. चलिए आइए जान लेते हैं क्या इम्पोर्टेंस रखते हैं ये हमारे जीवन में. माउंटेन्स एक्ट एज अ बैरियर अगेंस्ट हॉट एंड कोल्ड विंड्स. अगर ये माउंटेन्स ना हो ना बच्चों, तो जो हवाएं चलती है ना, ये हमें उड़ा के ले जाएं. इतनी ठंडी और गर्म हवाएं आती हैं. अगर ये हैं तो हम बच पा रहे हैं. Rivers originating from mountains provide water for irrigation and electricity generation. Mountain slopes have rich thick forests and grasslands. Mountains are rich in mineral resources. They are the source of many useful medicinal plants. Mountain rocks are mostly used as building material. Mountains provide many valuable raw materials like timber, rubber, wood, fuel, etc. ये सब भी प्रोवाइड करती हैं हमें. माउंटेन्स प्रोवाइड अ शेल्टर टू वाइल्ड लाइफ. यस बच्चों, अगर ये नहीं हो तो हमारी जो जंगली जीवन है उसे तो शेल्टर नहीं मिलेगा। Plateaus, this is an area of highland usually consisting of relatively flat terrain that is significantly rises above the surrounding area. It has one or more sides with steep slopes. It is also referred to as tableland. Plateaus can be formed by a number of processes such as volcanic magma, eruption, lava extrusions and erosion by water and glaciers. Some plateaus are very huge and separate over hundreds of kilometers, such as Deccan Plateau in India. It separates over 8 Indian states and rises up to 100 meters high in the north and more than a kilometer high in the south. The Tibetan Plateau is the world's highest and largest plateau. It is surrounded by mountain ranges on all sides. इसकी चारों तरफ, इसकी हर तरफ इसके जो mountain यानी पहाड़ों की ranges हैं. Almost all the continents have plateaus. The surfaces of many plateaus have deep canyons like the Grand Canyon on the Colorado Plateau in the USA. Most of the plateaus are in dry regions. Due to their high altitude, they have a cool climate and growing seasons for crops and short. Importance of plateaus. Some older plateaus are very rich in minerals such as iron, copper, gold, mica, silver, coal, bauxite and diamonds. The water from rivers which flow through plateaus are used to generate hydroelectricity. Rich grasslands in the plateaus are used for rearing cattle and sheep. As the Deccan Plateau is rich in black soil, it is ideal for growing certain crops. तो यहाँ पर खेती बाड़ी की जा सकती है, बहुत सारी फसलें उगाई जा सकती हैं. Deserts, that is, desert are dry, barren areas that receive little or no rainfall. या तो यहाँ बारिश होती ही नहीं है या होती है तो बहुत कम होती है. They have less vegetation. Cactus, कीकर and babul are some of the plants that grow in deserts. तो यहाँ इन पेड़ों के ये पेड़ ज़्यादा पाए जाते हैं क्योंकि इन्हें कम पानी की ज़रूरत होती है. The temperatures in deserts are extremely high. Deserts can be exceedingly hot during the day and severely cold at night. During the day, hot and dry breezes blow. Dust storms are common in deserts and winds blow from the desert from hills of sand called sand dunes. तो इसमें दिन में गर्म हवाएं चलती हैं, रेत उड़ती है और रात को ठंडी हवाएं. Oases are small pools of water that spring up in some places in deserts, and date palms grow around an oasis. Most of the world's deserts are located on the western side of the continents and on the leeward sides of mountains. The Great Sandy Desert in Australia, Patagonia in South America, the Sahara in Africa and the Thar in Asia are some of the world's most famous deserts. Importance of deserts. Many deserts are rich in silica and aluminium. The Arabian Desert is rich in petroleum. Canals are used to supply water for irrigation in many desert areas. For example, the Indira Gandhi Canal provides water for crop cultivation in some areas of the Thar Desert of Rajasthan. Try to answer बच्चों. Answer the following questions. इन questions के answer आपको देने हैं. Plains. A plain is a flat, low-lying area. There is almost no difference in altitude between the highest and the lowest points of a plain. Hence, plains are often known as lowlands. Plains mostly have gentle slopes. Plains are usually formed by rivers and their tributaries. Like in the case of India's northern plains, rivers carry sand, silt and clay. These get deposited on the banks of the river as the river slows down. These deposits from plains over a period of time, the Ganga and its tributaries shaped India's northern plains. Some plains are near the seashore while some are on the inlands. Plains are more densely populated than mountains and plateaus. Importance of plains बच्चों. Soils in the plains are fertile and ideal for farming. Due to the flat surface, it is easy to build roads, railway and canals in the plains. Many large industries like sugar mills, paper mills, iron and steel plants have developed in the plains. Due to all these facilities, most big cities and towns are situated in the plains. Rivers. A river is a natural stream of water that flows into oceans, lakes, seas or other rivers. A river passes through 3 stages from the place of its origin to its mouth. One is the upper course, another is the middle course and the third one is the lower course. In the upper case, the river speed is very high. जो ऊपर का पार्ट है ना, उसमें जो नदी का बहाव है वो बहुत तेज होता है and it carries less water. Along the journey, the river carves a deep valley, forming canyons, waterfalls and rapids. In the middle course, the river leaves the mountains and enters up the plain. Here the speed of water decreases and river develops loops, which are called meanders. The river Ganga has a meandering course between Allahabad and Varanasi. Underline please. In the lower course, the river flows towards a large body of water such as the sea of the ocean. The speed of the river is very slow and it divides into many channels. This forms a triangular delta near the mouth. अब नदियों की क्या अहमियत है? Importance of river. Rivers are abundant in fresh water. They dump fine silt brought down by them along their banks and making the soil fertile. Knowledge booster बच्चों. The longest river in the world is the river Nile and it can be found in Egypt. It is 6,650 kilometers. Let's wrap up बच्चों now. Important points. Our planet is made up of both land and water. The land surface accounts for around 29% of total area, while water bodies account for approximately 71%. Mountains cover approximately 20% of the total surface area of the earth. A plateau is an area of highland usually consisting of relatively flat terrain that significantly rises above the surrounding area. Deserts are dry, barren areas that receive little or no rainfall. They have less vegetation. A plain is a flat, low-lying area. There is almost no difference in altitude between the highest and the lowest points of a plain. A river is a natural stream of water that flows into oceans, lakes, seas or other rivers. Checkpoint. It's your turn. टिक द करेक्ट आंसर. सो चूज कीजिए करेक्ट ऑप्शन को और करेक्ट आंसर बता दीजिए. एंड यू हैव फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स विद सुटेबल वर्ड्स. तो देखिए आपके चैप्टर में जो स्टेटमेंट दी गई हैं उनमें से ये स्टेटमेंट हमने उठाई है और एक वर्ड हमने मिस कर दिया है जो कि आप चैप्टर में से पिक कर सकते हैं. राइट शॉर्ट नोट्स. शॉर्ट आंसर्स इनके देने हैं आपको. 3-4 लाइन्स में आप दे सकते हैं. आंसर दिस क्वेश्चंस इन डिटेल. तो आपको डिटेल में आंसर देने के लिए आपको पूरा एक्सप्लेनेशन देना होगा इन क्वेश्चंस का. आंसर राइट द आंसर्स इन योर नोटबुक. हॉट्स. व्हाई डू वी फील ब्रेथलेसनेस एज वी गो हायर अप द माउंटेन्स. पिक्चर बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस. ऑब्जर्व द पिक्चर टू द राइट एंड आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस. ओके. Value based question. Life skill. Make a list of the common modes of transport used by people in deserts and mountains. Collect these pictures and paste them in your scrapbook. Assertion reason question. In each of the following questions, a statement of assertion A is given and a corresponding statement of reason R is given just below it. Mark the correct option. We have now map work. On an outline map of the world, mark and label the following. About our country. Ask your science teacher how are oases formed. And project activity. Divide your class into groups. Ask each group to pick one landform and make a presentation on it. The presentation must carry information on climate, vegetation, culture and transportation relating to that landform. While doing this, have fun बच्चों. Enjoy.